Let's take a look at the lineup for this one. Tanner Foust, brilliant job all weekend. Of course, he won first time out in Silverstone. He's had to give second best to Scott Speed in 3 of the 4 qualifying sessions here, but he's got pole in semi-final 2. Patrik Sandell next to him in the Subaru. Row 2, Chris Atkinson, the third of the Subarus, and Oliver Bennett, the Englishman, flying over with the BMW Mini Cooper, hoping to make it through to the ARX final here. Okay, the marshals are leaving the grid. Only one of these guys is not going to make it through to the final. Andreas Eriksson here, spotting for Oliver Bennett. He'd be saying to him, keep it calm. Watch out for turn 1. Anti-lag settings on. Love hearing the different notes of all the different engines. Last words of advice from the spotters. We are good to go. Watch for the orange light to go out. Then we're looking for a green. Oh, mega start. Sandell was so fast on the reaction time.
Look at that.
0.2 of a second, 0.29. Sandell goes Joker. And Foust has gone standard lap. Oliver Bennett goes into the Joker with him. So Foust has gone standard lap with Atkinson. That is the fastest start of the weekend, surely by Sandell. That's
0.2.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
A little bit of guessing involved there, I think.
I mean, that's super quick, isn't it?
Yeah,
Almost too quick. But he did it. And the thing is, if the light hadn't got green, it's legal. It's legal. So Bennett is down in P4. We've got 2 cars with Joker, Bennett and Sandell. Foust and Atkinson still out front. So Atkinson half a second off the back of Foust, and this is exactly what Tanner wants. Bit of clear track.
Head down, Tanner. Just put the laps in. Be consistent. We all know you can be within a few 100,000ths of a second.
Interesting to see what they've done to Faust's visor when we were on the onboard there. They put a piece of tape across the front of his visor. We now ride looking forward with him. They put and that's because the sun
on his helmet too. He has it on his helmet.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's too low, isn't it? The sun is. I mean, look here. You can see perfect demonstration when you're in the car, and also you sit so low, don't you, in the car, that the sun could be a real problem.
Yeah, really tough to see in these cars. You're barely seeing over the dash.
So Foust with modification to the crash helmet to try and see. Listen to the right. There you go. Listen to that, and you can see the sun is still in his eyes, squinting to find his way through. So it's the exit of turn 1 where they're going to struggle for a bit of vision. Well, around the left hand, a little bit of handbrake there. It looked like he was almost up in the wall, but
I'd like to see in-car of Tanner around the hairpins.
We'll see if he's using
how much handbrake he's using. If he's just deactivating the diffs, the differentials, or if he's actually sliding the car.
And you can see by how much of the handbrake he pulls.
He's given.
There we go. Great insight from Bucky Lasek. Who, of course, has driven one of these Subarus in the past. We'd love to see him back in the supercar again. There are the guys giving advice. So Sandell is right on the back of Atkinson here. Atkinson goes Joker. Atkinson goes Joker. You can see the view from the spotters tower there, and Sandell's got him. Is Bennett going to get him as well? Bennett looking to try and get a place in the final, but slots in behind. So Atkinson is hoping that they're going to put all 3 Subarus through. Oliver Bennett's going to try and spoil that party in the BMW Mini. He's right up behind. He's late on the brakes. Look, he's going to have a look.
That was risky. That was all he had under braking on that blue groove.
He's right on him though, isn't he? Go on, Oliver, have a look. So Bennett has a look up the inside, and he just gets Atkinson sideways. Bennett tidy.
I love what I'm seeing right here. 2 different styles.
Fantastic stuff. You see Foust. Foust has now lifted the visor. Interesting. So Foust, there you go. You saw a little bit of handbrake. What are you thinking?
Just deactivating the differentials. Not really asking for much.
Sideways from Atkinson again. He seems to lose a bit too much time on the exits, but still at the minute he's going to be going through to the final. If we get 3 Subarus through to the final, that's a great result for SRT USA.
I think Lance Smith is going to be a happy camper.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Into the right-hander, you can hear the Cooper tyres protesting. The temperature has been sky high. Look at that shot too, the sun into the rear.
Awesome intake shot of the radiators in the back of the car.
Yeah. So rads in the back here for damage and also for airflow when you're following close. And these 2-litre engines are running so close to the limit. Even over a short 4 or 6 lap race, the temperatures are super high.
Sky high. These are very angry little cars. They take a lot and they give a lot. And they freaking haul.
Yeah, they do. They do. They haul. That's why we've got these big holes in the roofs on the Subaru to try and keep it calm. Foust books his place on the front row with his teammate Scott Speed. So it's going to be a VW 1-2. Second place goes to Sandell, and Atkinson goes through in third. So Bennett unlucky when he was so close to the back of Atco in the middle of the final, just couldn't quite make it. But great to see Bennett make the trip out here all the way to the USA.
Good racing, really good racing.
Yeah.
Good racecraft.
But hats off to Foust, fantastic performance by him and by the VW Andretti team. Dominant, just so dominant. They've done a great job. Door open for Foust, brilliant job. So Foust then takes the win in semi-final number 2. He goes through to the front row, takes those championship points. Sandell and Atkinson in the 2 Subarus going through as well. Look, just 0.6 of a second between them. All 3 Subarus have made it through to the final, round 2 of America's Rallycross. Oliver Bennett done this weekend, but a good performance against those factory-backed teams.